We're sorry, the number you have dialed is not in service at this time.
It's down in the den, so go tell a friend. The best podcast on earth's about to begin. We got jokes and news and movie reviews. After Dark NC-17 with the crew. Interviews with the best artists around. So like, comment, subscribe. The show's starting right now. Let's go. Like, comment, subscribe. The show's starting right now.
Welcome to Down in the Den After Dark. It's the After Dark crew. We are back again for another hilarious episode. We're going to get right into it. It's your boy Marz, a.k.a. Marlon Beardo, the bearded weirdo, the creator of culture and the great wonder. I'm here with all of the After Dark crew, and we're about to give you that shit that you love with 100% less N-words and 50% less B-words. So let's get into it. Starting right next down the line, my man King Petty, introduce yourself and let people know where they can find you.
What's going on, everybody? This is King Petty, host of Pop with Petty. You can find me on Snapchat, Ice My Soul 80. You can find me on Instagram, the same thing. You can find me on Facebook, John Leggett.
Yes, sir. Going right down the line. You know who they are, the dynamic duo. Introduce yourselves.
Y'all know who it is. Christian Mingle MVP for 2023. It's your boy, Big Gerald. You can find me on Facebook and Gerald Williams. Anything else will be uncivilized. Y'all know who this is. You know what it is. You know who it be. The short one is me. What's up, y'all? It's a short man. The shortest giant you'll ever meet. IG, JLeggett83. That's all I got. Catch me Down in the Den After Dark with the crew as always. Off punishment. I've recorded some episodes. I just got them in the vault. They coming. We got about 6 more months right now for the reunion tour in Vegas coming. Catch me with Politics as Usual with Court with Kyle Jones. That is our judge forever and a day. Yep. And Big Bro Marz. You know what I'm saying? We back at it again, and less N-words and less B-words from me because we are a brand.
Last but not least, he was having technical difficulties. He's here and on time, the one and only, your favorite Judge Wapner. My man, Kyle Jones, introduce yourself.
What's up, Kyle Jones, y'all favorite judge? I ain't got no social media yet. What'd you say?
That stupid ass shirt on. It's a beautiful shirt. Don't you listen to it?
There you go. There you go. But just kicking it with the fellas. Check us out on Politicking as Usual with Shortman. That's all. We got some more things cooking up though.
Yes, sir. We're gonna get right into it. You know, we begin every segment the same way with our vice of choice. Normally, you guys see me with the SRB, but I have drank a lot of wine over the weekend. So today I'm keeping it fairly pure. Just have my essential water. And I'm smoking on a little frosted gelato, frosted melon gelato straight from the Chop Shop. Shout out to Uncle Chop. Very nice strain. So I'm keeping it light this episode. We already see you smoking. What you got as your vice of choice, Petty?
Okay, well, I got 2 strains. I got Hidden Pastry by Wyatt Herbs. It's a private stash. Fire. And then I also got a big bag of Gary Payton by Mindbender. So yeah, that's what I'm smoking on. Got this blunt, then I got one in the background.
You said one in the background like playing the background role going down. I know you can tell by their eyes are low. They're not smoking, but they're drinking on something that I wouldn't drink to save my life. But what are you guys drinking down there?
So we got a little Italian vodka. You know, nothing too out the way. That shit ain't even. That shit. And then, you know, for my people down south, because I got to represent the FLA, you know, just a little grain alcohol, a little diesel, 190 proof.
Liquid Death.
Ain't representing us.
Liquid Death.
Look, he came over. I got 2 slabs of ribs going on. I got some food going on. You know how we do it over here, man. It's Sunday. We shooting dominoes and I'm whipping ass all day. So he said, take a little taste. So he poured me a smidget. And I took that hit. And y'all know I'm bald-headed. The front of my hair is starting to grow back. Next episode, I'm going to have dreads. You know what I'm saying? Because that shit is nothing to be played with, man. Like, I want to kick this nigga out. I'm sorry, I want to kick this man out. I want to kick him out so bad because of this stuff. This is horrible. But he got me drinking it in a mixture.
Yeah, and I just like it straight, because it reminds me of a simpler time. Just
slavery
or prohibition.
Like, what time did
Simple time.
You in the cast of life, bootlegging across the Mississippi with that kind of mooch?
we looking for Slim. You found it.
Don't Shortman and Gerald look like a big ass yin and yang over there with that black and white on it?
Ebony and Ivory.
Like Casey and JoJo.
Well, it's because of the Holy Ghost light, because the shirt is really brown. But we can pull out the Casey and JoJo because
I could.
Contrary to what y'all believe, your boy can sing. I got pipes.
And
I was going back to the old episode when you hit him with that Golden Girls. I said, my man got the pipes. We can all be the background. You could be the Cisco of the group. You could be the lead. I could do the deep voice part. I could just be like the nigga Beckett. Oh, see, now I dropped the N word. It is really hard.
That's only two. That's only two right now.
We're doing really good.
I mean, we can't get rid of it all the way.
Yeah, we can't scrub it all the way. It's a part of our vernacular, but we definitely gonna give you at least 70% less N words and at least 80% less B words because we
90.
are.
We're gonna go 90 with the B. We're gonna go 90%.
Yeah.
We've been drinking this, so we'll hold off judgment until we get to the end.
So, absolutely, we might have to piece this into 10 episodes to make that quota, but hey, it's gonna happen. So let's start with a little bit of open talk, man. What's been going on, everybody? I know
y'all just said fuck my drink.
We can't see it. The motherfucker you usually got a big ass bar behind you.
I got this the Jameson Orange.
Oh my God. That sounds good. I'm sitting here on GoPuff now because now I feel stupid not having a drink. So I think I'm about to try this peach Moscato real quick.
Hey, okay. So look, speaking of Moscatos and wines and stuff, right? So I know somebody that likes wine. Cool person, right? And we'll talk about that offline, right? But I'm really particular about what I drink, right? So y'all know I'm Don Julio, 1738 or Douce, and this motherfucker got me drinking all out the regular. You know what I'm saying? So this motherfucker come over and bring up some bullshit ass Sutter Homes Moscato. Now,
not me.
No. This is
was that petty? Because I know that's petty.
So some Sutter Homes. So y'all seen last time I went all out. You know, sometimes I get out of my character and I drank some of that OE. Y'all know I was off out of my body. You know what I'm saying? Now Sutter Homes, I'm not touching that shit. So people out there in the world, if you gonna drink with some sense. Don't go get the bullshit. Now, if your money is low, ask your friend to borrow an extra couple of dollars to get you some good shit.
Or like don't drink. That's also a vibe. that did after 2 months to make sure
don't have to drink.
Guys realize it. You don't have to do this shit.
Yeah, you don't have to. We do this because this is us. But if you're gonna do it, go big. Don't go to the lower of the low and drink that bullshit. Please don't. Because you're gonna fucking have a headache, a stroke, a seizure, or you're gonna be shitting liquid the next morning. Like really badly. Don't get the bullshit. Please don't.
Now this comes from a man that had alcohol in his pocket. So you can do this. If he can do it, you can do it.
He is a walking contradiction. He literally served a woman pocket sauce at an Applebee's.
Hey, I have made difficult choices in life, but y'all know going to Applebee's, they skimpy on the drink. So what do I do when I know I'm going to Applebee's? I'm gonna take my own. That's just how it goes.
A viable option for the After Dark audience at home: don't go to the Applebee's. That's another option that we want to put on the table. You know, Shortman.
Go to Applebee's now.
Speaking of Applebee's, I may have to order that tonight.
Hey, that 2 for $20 be busting, man. I don't know what's in them boneless nuggets that I get as an appetizer, but I know you put them in the air fryer, they come back to life.
Yeah,
Shout out to many years ago, another partner of ours, Big PG. Shout out to the man PG. Shout out to my godson Austin and Kyle. They told me about the air fryer, and I was skeptical. They would go back and forth, and they would talk about this air fryer, and I was like, all they talk about, they're like, what you put in the air fryer this time? They were like doing experiments. Like I put a whole baby in the air fryer. It was delicious. Like they did everything in the air fryer. I got one, and I swear that's the only appliance that gets work. And
that's all you need.
In my sad little kitchen, it's the only thing. It is the new high key, low key, the new George Foreman. Remember when the George Foreman came out? And that was all he was using for like
making steaks, everything, burgers, everything. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I used to key the best grilled cheeses on the George Foreman, bro.
Them burgers be dry as hell.
Yeah, I might, and this is when I do a burger on the George Foreman, and it's rare. It's normally a turkey burger where I'm trying to be a little bit healthier. And then I'll take the grease with the drip and I'll pour that shit right back over the burger. The grill let it get out. I'm like, nah, put it back in. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I mean, it was the most trifling thing. I said, I looked at that greasy tray, I dripped that thing back over, and that thing was busting no after.
Hey, let me ask you a question. Did you get your refrigerator fixed?
Yeah, man. My refrigerator, you would be proud, bro. I got juice boxes. I got treats. I got.
Hold on. Why you got juice boxes, brother?
What you mean? I like juice boxes.
you like Capri Suns.
Yeah. I like juice boxes.
Lemonade. But what's up with the juice boxes?
Delicious. They're only.
I feel the trial.
They're only now. You know,
it's starting to get filthy.
Marz loves the kids. Marz loves the kids. Everybody know that Wu-Tang is for the kids. The After Dark crew is for the kids. So, you know, as a man, you know, my lady friend is a beautiful black mother, and sometimes the kid come by, play PlayStation 5. Kid want a juice box, Marz want a juice box. Me and the kid drink juice boxes together. That's how it rolls. So
you got cookies too?
Yeah, I got cookies. I had cookies even when you were here. I like Nestle. I like Toll House. Because I like third nigga, fourth nigga. Shit, there's no more N words, but
That's three.
No. Yeah, but I just said 3 in one sentence right there. But yeah, no, like I said, I'm an open book. Everyone, I've said on many episodes, as of right now, I'm off the market. It's not a surprise. It's not a shock. And, you know, I've communicated that to you guys. You know, that's why I'm begging somebody to take me to trial, because you don't forget the truth. It is what it is, forever will be. So that's how I roll. And that's the best policy.
Dante's got a
congratulations. Congratulations to go out to the Petty One and the and Jones. They made some big purchases over the weekend. We're not gonna put all their business out there, but you know, they made some big steps. So we want to salute, because it's all love for the brothers. We want to salute the brothers for making their moves, and you know, that man.
It's a big win for the family. It's a big win for the family.
Oh yeah, Big Will. You know, our collaborator. I would say frequent collaborator, but he ain't here. But I'll say our sometimes collaborator, Big Will. You know,
our special guest.
Guest.
We'll talk offline.
Yeah, he show up every now and then like Jazz. You know,
yeah.
On the fresh.
Shortman made a purchase too.
Shortman, he made a purchase.
Yeah, so you know, I live in an apartment right now.
But that's right. My bad. The biggest one. Talk about it.
Your boy is going into a home, a house. You know what I'm saying? I
know you get that house is not a home. I know you got it in you. Hit it. Just a house is not a home.
A chair is still a chair, even when there's no one sitting there. But a chair is not a house.
And a house is not a home.
That's enough for you and Shortman sitting beside each other.
That's our Shortman rubbing his nipples.
Yes,
Look like old boy from Water Boy.
I can see.
I knew that man had some pipes on him. I heard what
He can say.
He said he could sing. So, ladies, once again, we got comedy, we got smoke, we got everything. We're booking Tampa. Holla at us. We'll make your show better.
We gotta do some karaoke when y'all come down.
Oh,
he
we
got
got
his
it.
ticket. I'll have mine in about 4 days. I've already pre-planned it. I'm for sure getting this ticket coming this week coming up. I swear on everything I love, I'm getting it.
That's right. So that reminder, April 19th through the 23rd, you'll definitely see Kyle Jones. You'll definitely see your man Marz. You'll definitely see Gerald. And we'll probably see Drew at this point via satellite. This is like the 4th episode. We are going to be there in 30 days. And at this point.
Hey, but y'all know, like, even with the VA trip, I kind of procrastinated and I waited and bullshitted a little bit. But I got the ticket and I was there. So when I say I'm there, I am there. Don't get it twisted. I will be there.
We're going to be there.
Maybe one day we can get Petty out the house.
Yeah.
He just got out the garage. It's baby steps. My dog is he's progressing.
You know, he ain't been out in 5 years.
He the best dressed inside man ever. I just can't imagine getting up and putting on a coordinated Hillman jersey with the matching hat to go to sit in my garage. It's a crazy life. It's a crazy life.
Bro, I just go to work and come home. That's it. I mean, clean, do laundry, watch TV. It's a simple
life. What you mean
life.
do laundry? You don't go nowhere.
No, I do laundry. I mean, like, if I go to work, I wear different outfits to work.
Don't you got a schmuck on? Like, what the fuck does it matter?
You got a uniform. Hey, I do like your beanie though, because I got one just like that. I got the same type of beanie.
Oh yeah, you stay fly, bro.
Yeah, you stay with the shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this one is different.
Oh shit, he's stealing Kias.
I keep him away from my home.
So this APB out in Tacoma. If you've been missing a catalytic converter, we may know. We might got some 1-800 snitch on you. 1-800 snitch on you for cash.
He about to go hang with Shawn Kemp.
Hell no.
Hey,
oh no.
Hey,
get off.
You know
Shawn,
what? Let's get on that. OSK. You know what I'm saying? You know the greatest of the dunkers, and back in the day with
whoa. I don't know about the greatest.
He was one of the greatest in his era. Let's go there. He was one of the greatest.
Fine.
Shawn Kemp used to get busy before the cocaine and a lot of rib sandwiches.
Whoa, wait a minute. This is allegation. We down in the den do not. We don't have that.
Shawn Kemp spoke about his cocaine use in interviews,
and he still got lawyers.
But we shall not, as we are not attorney representatives.
Okay, allegedly.
Oh, not the air quotes.
his use of cocaine in his time. But Shawn Kemp was one of the greatest dunkers in that era. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, somebody stole Shawn Kemp's vehicle, allegedly. He tracked it down. They shot at him, and he shot back. But he's the one that got arrested, and they put him all in the tabloids like he was just doing a drive-by shooting. You know what I'm saying? What do y'all think? Like, do y'all think he should have been out there shooting, or you think he should have had, like, the authorities or some people handle that for him?
Do you want to take this first, Kyle?
I think the authorities.
We know you can play devil's advocate.
I think the authorities, because you got a family to get back home to at the end of the day, and a car can be replaced. So I think he should have called somebody. And then Shawn Kemp, I would hope he has money, which, I mean, I don't think that, that doesn't matter because it's, still his. But let me see. That's a good question.
Oh, no.
I don't know. That's hard because you see your
That's
car.
a good question.
So what?
That's how you pulling a BJ. That's
like you a public figure, but you also like you supposedly a real street dude also.
But he's still a brand now. He's a brand.
Yeah, and the brand too. Like he got dispensaries out here. Like you can't really be out here doing all that shit like that.
He's got several businesses in the Seattle area. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's still the mindset of the N, being the N. because he still got it in him where if you take mine, I'm gonna go get my shit back. And if you do it me, I'm gonna do it you. You know what I'm saying? Even at his age, you know what I'm saying? He's still with the shit.
But now I think Cal, he mentioned this before, those instances where that judgment is impaired.
Yeah.
We know that the NBA players now make way more money than they did in the 80s and the 90s by far. But even then, you're still not like Vin Baker, who had to work at Starbucks. You have your own businesses and everything going on. Ain't nothing wrong with working at Starbucks. But in an instant at that mall, where if it had been anywhere else outside of Washington, you'd still been locked up. But it's because you was the man here, But that judgment, who will want to work with you now? Because, look at like they said, the young boy in Memphis. Now that they did all that, everything is just in the air. He too old to get back out there and want to play again to kind of make his name relevant. Of course, he could do anything in Seattle and all that stuff now, but it'd be hard for anyone to want to work with you because that's what they think in our culture. That's how they think we are. He ain't thinking that, I got enough money to replace it. I'm going to get mine. I work hard for it. And ain't nothing with that thought process, but, you just got to be better. As, like, Petty said, you're a public figure. You got a lot to lose.
Yeah, that's a real deal.
Yeah.
It wasn't his car or his phone that he was going at, because I thought it was his phone and he used a tracker on the phone to get.
He must have had some real shit up in that phone.
That's what I'm saying. What was in his phone?
That motherfucker had some booty pics.
It probably had to have like accounts and all that other shit. And
he might have had some booty pics in there. He was like, I got to get that shit back because if motherfucker can get in that phone, it's termination.
And that's why I always say you got to hear both sides. Now, obviously, we don't support gun violence at all. And I agree with Kyle, man. I'm a civilian. I am not a thug. I'm not a gang member. I'm not a real, if you bump into me now, I will probably just buy you a drink. And I said, because I saw Alvin ready to say, nah, I remember you almost stabbed a man. But before he even interject, now, if you bump into me, I'm more than likely to buy you a drink than to start a fight, because it's just not worth it,
I give you 3 bumps. 3 bumps.
Yeah, I mean,
first one accident. The second one, I'm kind of iffy, and that third one, you doing that shit intentional, and I might slap the shit out you.
Well, Shortman, like Marz say though, it depends on where you at. I'm not saying you got to leave, but do you have to be there? Because at the end of the day, you got to make it home.
Yeah, that's real.
So there's a lot of people in jail because of pride.
Yeah.
I saw, I think it was Willie Wallow or one of those guys. I think it was
Willie and Wallow, not Willie.
No, Wallow from $1 Million Worth of Game.
Shout out.
And he said something about 5 seconds. It's like 5 seconds that'll change your life forever. And is it worth 5 seconds? And when you think about it, even the only reason I say you got to hear both sides of the phone, because I know people that if their phone got in the wrong hands, their life would be destroyed, or he could be blackmailed for even more. So the fact that he was going after the phone armed leads me to believe maybe he had something on that phone that was far worth more than the insurance. I mean, iPhones are free. You just go to the store, they just give you an iPhone.
The info is important.
So that's what I'm thinking. But even then, if it's something that's that incriminating, you have the means to have somebody else get that for you. Have somebody else go use the tracking and get it back for you, a private eye or an off-duty officer or something like that. The days of doing stuff yourself. I remember when Michael Vick got caught with weed in the airport, and I'm like, they don't got weed where you're going? And if so, why are you kidding? You the money. The money needs to be protected. If y'all running, if we accrue and Alvin, if Kyle Court goes super viral, he's $100 million man, Kyle's not carrying the drugs. I'm carrying the drugs. You know what I mean? I'll take the time because when I get out, I know I'm going to be set up. Why is he doing it himself? And I don't know where the mentality, or because I'm by all means not telling people not to live their lives and experiment, but be smart about some of these situations. Think and then weigh your risk. And at the end of the day, if the juice isn't worth the squeeze, why are you out there doing it?
You saying use common sense.
All
A
right.
lot of motherfuckers not using common sense at all, yo. Like, if you look at it, like you said, you got the weed on you, but you're the one in the spotlight. Everything, they're going to scrutinize you. They're going to ridicule you for every little small little shit you do. Do what the fuck you got to do to prevent that shit.
But let me.
What if somebody get hit with a stray? They would have had that shootout over a stolen car,
Exactly.
and somebody happened to be walking past and get hit. Now we're having a whole different conversation.
Yeah,
Right.
And that's why he's fortunate
at a mall.
At a mall, like who even goes to malls anymore?
I don't live too far from that mall. You know what I'm saying?
I went to the Croc outlet in that outlet that they built in Norfolk because I hadn't been that outlet's like 2-3 years old and I hadn't been to it. And my lady friend and I, we went and we all got some matching Crocs because you know how we do. We got the Crocs. And so I said, let's go in the Croc store. And I got the heebie-jeebies. There was so many freaking people in there. And I was like, how do people actually go to stores? I order everything. I think that pandemic has got me like, I don't like going, I'm like petty. Except I don't dress up to sit in the house. I'm just throwing a damn sweatsuit on. Petty. Let me make sure my ski mask match my jersey.
So you gotta bring me a jersey to Vegas, man.
What jersey you want?
Just pick one. All your jerseys go hard.
You do your jersey game is very like 2004 Fabulous. Like you be really, no, that's a compliment. Everybody
is.
I appreciate that. I appreciate it. No, because it just depends on what jersey you want, bro. Like, just let me know. I can try to get it. Like, I know a spot where I can get like these. You remember the old movie jerseys and shit?
Yeah, I got the Bel Air one. You seen me? I'm
talking about like Bobby Boucher. We talking about like Bobby Boucher, Willie Beeman. You know what I'm saying? Like shit like that. I can get them.
Let me get it. I want a Willie Beeman.
Weren't they the Las Vegas Sharks in that movie?
Yeah.
I might have to get some Las Vegas Sharks for Vegas. Just something.
Yeah. You want the white or the black one?
Ooh.
Wow.
We get the white one.
Good pick.
All right.
Dang.
All right.
Hey.
Yeah.
Since everybody getting a jersey, let me get that Steve Urkel street ball jersey with him and Grandma Mom.
Ooh.
Man, that's hard as fuck to find. Good Lord. You could have said Seventh Heaven.
But listen, I need it in the Carl Winslow size. Okay?
Wow.
I need the Carl Winslow size. Not the Steve Urkel size. Carl Winslow. But yeah, man, that go hard.
Fuck.
Shoot, I seen somebody with the Aaliyah Rock and Jock jersey, and that was fire.
Wow.
No, I've seen the okay. So here, the one I seen that was hardest. The hardest one I seen was probably the old school Above the Rim.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
that's the hardest one I've seen. I love that jersey. Yeah, the one with Dwayne Martin was rocking, and then they got the one that Leon was rocking.
Okay.
So I've seen those are online.
Get your old Shep. You gotta have a thermal on if you wear a Shep jersey. You can't. If you come with a t-shirt,
you just need the corduroy brown pants. That's all you need,
and a thermal. You gotta have
the James Evans special. James Evans had them brown corduroys.
You know what, Petty? That'll go hard if you can find the A&K 6-man purple jerseys.
Oh,
yo, that was the dumbest movie ever. 6-man. With Kadeem and Marlon Wayans.
Let it go.
Oh no, I found that. I know where that jersey's at. I've seen that.
I need that.
Dude, all right.
I don't watch many Marlon Wayans movies, but when I do,
bro, you can go on Amazon and search it, and you'll find it on Amazon.
Well,
Gary Damn you will find that jersey on Amazon. Like the harder jersey to find, like the one jersey I can't find Shane Falco.
Oh wow!
From the replacements, I can't find that jersey.
Wasn't that Keanu Reeves' character?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's hard to find that jersey.
Ole. That's what I want.
You know what I mean? Like, so that's the one jersey. I even found Forrest Gump's jersey.
Damn. Well, he was at Alabama.
Yeah.
Alabama,
yeah, number 44, Gump. I found that one too.
Jersey. We gotta find that
one. The one you were talking about, the Bobby Boucher?
Yeah, you gotta get Boucher.
All right, check it out. Gerald, y'all in Tacoma, right? I'm gonna tell y'all where to go. There's a store inside of
Tell us
Tacoma
offline.
Mall.
We're gonna be haters. We're gonna be haters.
No.
Tell us offline.
It's inside of Tacoma Mall. You can either go to that one or you can come to the one out here at Auburn Super Mall. They have all the
Shortman
jerseys in
trying
there.
to be exclusive. He trying to be exclusive to King Petty. If you tell it up
No,
here,
you
everybody
can't
can
get
know.
this. Look, no, you have to find this. This ain't at the mall. These ain't at the mall. The Hillman shit, the ones I got like the Scott Howard, the ones from Teen Wolf. No, you can't find them. You can't find them at the stores. You got to go looking for them. I went looking for those.
Okay.
You know,
Or
like
you can just go on Google and like they're right there. They're on Google.
yeah. I mean, but I had to go
Now
look.
that this
I didn't know,
jersey
and I went
segment-
looking through. All right, look, I went looking during COVID. I've had these during COVID, so I went looking for them, and then
I turned my slab of
found
ribs over.
This is
So-
what John has taught in 4 episodes. And we're doing 30-minute segments on where to find fucking jerseys or fictional.
No,
characters.
I just
Somebody
talk
please
about stuff I
save this
know.
episode. Andrew, please. There's been any monsters. We need something. I'll let you say 5 niggas and 3 bitches, please.
Hey, here you go. Nigga.
You done made this man whole afternoon. But let me ask y'all something, because y'all brought up a valid point before we got on this.
Mhm.
Even at Shawn Kemp's age and with everything that happened with all that, do you think that culturally we just don't see no other way to handle situations like that? Because even if you think about it, if it wasn't Kemp, say his last name was Trump, or what's the rich dude that stay up here in Washington?
Oh, Bezos.
Bill Gates.
Bill Gates would never waste his time going to look for a phone that may have some stuff on it by somebody else. They got people for that. Culturally, we have to handle it because, like y'all said, it's a pride thing. But when we gonna get to a point where we make enough money to where our decisions don't have to impact us, we hire somebody for this.
I don't think it's a cultural thing though.
Really?
Because I mean, I see a lot of people of other races. If they see somebody with their stuff, they go after them too.
Okay, so maybe it's not culturally, maybe it's financially. Because when you think about it, we're all in a group here. Y'all either went to school in Virginia or Cali or, God forbid, in Florida, which by the shout out to all my teachers. All my teachers are amazing. But the problem was we didn't learn financial literacy. We had to do the one economics class. And if he was cool with you because you played football, you just had to show up. And I passed with an A. I ain't going to say his name, but shout out to him. He's still cool for that. My thing is, nothing about my credit, none of this stuff. It comes back to culturally, when you have money, you don't know what to do with it because your mindset is still that of wherever you were raised.
You're right, but I'm gonna ask you a question. So
Okay.
the average person in our culture don't know credit, but they can tell you every one of Jay-Z albums and they can recite all the lyrics. Or they can tell you what's Nas' best album, or they can tell you how much Kanye West worth, or they can tell you anything else. It just all comes down to we learn what we want to know. We don't want it. We don't learn it because we want to have an excuse not to be good at it. But everything that we want to know, somebody can tell you.
Yeah.
They can tell you every one of Kanye West's girlfriends that he had, who we going with now, how much Beyonce weighed, what's her workout regimen. But when it comes to like you said, knowing credit or financial literacy and all that stuff, we just don't want to know it because we like having the excuse.
Yeah, because listen, when you come up in school, to be different mean you was getting jumped.
Yeah.
To be different mean that you was a nerdy, you was ostracized, an outcast, and not knowing that was the step that everybody outside of high school was going to eventually end up leading. So a lot of the times that's what it is too. You know, to want to be the man in school was all it was until you realize, hell, when you get to college, everybody was the man.
Yep.
90% of the people.
Man, I went to USF. There was so many cool kids at USF, so not a lot of them cats was graduating, and I was not going to be that statistic.
Oh my God.
I'm proud of you, man.
I'm also proud of Stella Rosa Peach.
It is really good.
My
I
God.
thought you would. He went and got him a Stella Rosa quick.
Yeah, he was ordering it.
They came
I
quick.
ordered it immediately. My GoPuff Connect. They just slide it in there, like, here you go, Mr. Marz. I'm like, yeah.
Hold on, damn it. Gerald over there cooking.
No,
like
really,
this.
let them cook. Let them cook. I know
Gerald.
you're talking about, the choices, and from what you were saying, I agree with Alvin 100%. It was a point in time where the knowledge wasn't there. We didn't have access to good schools. We didn't have access to go to the library. We didn't have access to the books, or the education that was out there was constructed to keep us in the dark. But now every person that can put someone on World Star has the same information that anybody else has. So if you have a phone, and last time I checked, since Obama, they was giving out smartphones, you can have all the knowledge you want. So there's no excuses anymore. They just know, and when I say they, I mean the 1%. I'm not even making it a race thing. It's the way that capitalism works. The 99% have to support the 1%. They can give you the game plan. They can give you a map. They can tell you how to do that. But they know 9 times out of 10, you're too lazy to do it. So they don't have to worry. All the information is out there. And we can't blame the white man anymore, because all the now they definitely read the game.
Let me tell you, Marz, the thing is, in working in this, because this is the field that I work in, I quit giving out money at the side of the road anyway. I give out my card. If it's that bad for you, I have resources for you available. You hungry, especially here in Tacoma, there's 7 places you can go to all day and get food.
All day.
So if you're hungry, you want to be hungry. Or if it's a mental health thing, we have resources, CMAR, behavioral health, that will get you connected. The problem that we're having up here is with the amount of people that are homeless. There's only 10 treatment beds in Washington State. 10 at any given time. So if you don't have private insurance, 9 times out of 10, you're not going to get the help. But no, I don't blame you not whatsoever.
That's another even bigger issue is healthcare. Like, we're the only, as they like to call it, civilized country that doesn't have universal healthcare. Like, so my dad, we were past episode I mentioned that my aunt had passed away. We were at the funeral, and me and my dad had paired up. He almost passed out at the funeral, and I was like, "Dad, you good? You looking a little wobbly." And normally Hundo is like, he got that little limp, but other than that, he good. Yeah. But he also, as y'all saw, eats cheeseburgers every day, usually bacon cheeseburgers. You have his cigarettes, you have all these things. And even though he's in the 70s, I'm like, Hundo, you should be in better shape than you actually are if you take care of yourself. But he's like, I'm a black man that made it to 70. I might as well be 100-something years old. That's kind of the attitude he has. So a lot of our predicaments in health and finances, it is our stubbornness, and now he's feeling it, because at 72, about to be 73, his body's like, I can't have another hamburger. We can't, bro. We got to stop with the hamburgers. We can't have another cigarette. And now, we sitting there, trying to take care of the situation. So a lot of it is, stubbornness on our part to just be like, you know what? So what if I'm teased in high school? At the end of the day, I'm going to win by staying on this path. But that peer pressure, it's rough. And we've all succumbed to it for something. We may not have succumbed to where it ruined our lives, but we've all done something that peer pressure, if we would have got caught, would have ruined our lives, if you know what I mean. Yeah. I know how I have. Goddamn, I know I have.
See, but I get what you're saying about the game, Marz, about it being rigged, but I don't think it's rigged. I just think that we play the game by rules, but we're playing against people that cheat. And until we start cheating, we're not going to elevate. So, like, if I move up in life, the average black person, once they move up, they look down at the other black people. It's like they want to be around white people, and then they feel like they made it. Instead of like pulling everybody else up with them, when the average white person, when they make it up, they may pull their friend up. They got half the qualifications that somebody else got. So
yeah, I mean, they call it, what's the term?
Nepotism.
Nepotism. The whole how many presidents that we had, their sons were also president. Think about that. We've had, of all the black people, we've had one half black person be the president, but there's several families that have had multiple presidents in the family. That's not nepotism. To even get into the rooms, I'm sure every single person in this chat room would probably, most people in this room will, two of us in this room would most definitely be a better president than, let's be honest, I would be the only one that would probably be equipped to be president. But I'm just saying, nah, fuck with y'all. But there's plenty of people that could be president, but you just don't have those nepotism connections. We don't do that. The only person I've really seen do that is like Jay-Z and LeBron. They've kind of like brought their people with them.
I'm not even with that on Jay-Z because I feel like
you don't think Memphis Bleak is still at the brunch? How is Memphis Bleak still at the Rock Nation brunch if it wasn't for Jay-Z?
But I feel like
qualifications.
I feel like black celebrities suppress black people. Like they want their consumers to keep praising them. So I feel like they act like they're one way, like, oh, I'm for I say like Democrats or something like that. But in reality, there's something else. But they want to make it seem like, no, I'm just the average everyday man. So that's why we like kind of support, we kind of celebrate Cardi B and all these people that are probably actually bad influences. Like rappers rap about putting drugs in the community. Nobody raps about investing or, just being good to your fellow man or whatever. And we praise that. Now, but then we say, stop the violence. It don't like make sense.
Now, I used to agree with that, but then I realized there's 3 music hubs. Every other record label is a subsidiary of these 3 music hubs. And at these top 400 positions, there's maybe 1-2 black executives out of the top 400 positions in music. And what I've discovered, especially with Down in the Den Wednesdays at 7 p.m., YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Music, and Amazon Music, as well as anywhere else you listen to podcasts, streaming right now. But working with these industry people, I've realized, you've probably heard of the term payola back in the day, and they would go to the record label and slide 100 and you break the record and stuff. And it's illegal, but it still goes on. All these playlists, everything is money. Like you can't become a big artist without the major record labels putting all the money into the record spins. You can go viral, with a YouTube hit or something on TikTok. But at the end of the day, the ones that you hear on the radio nonstop that has all the billboards in Madison Square Garden and all that, those are labels putting millions. And at one time, like I'm old enough, well, all of us are old enough to remember at one point, you had people like KRS-One, Knowledge Reigns Supreme. You had people like Public Enemy. You had all these artists in like the late 80s, De La Soul, these Tribe Called Quest that was preaching positivity. And then it seems like within a year, from like 1989 to 1990, then 91, you start hearing NWA and Snoop and all. That's all you heard on the record. And was it because KRS-One still wasn't making music about Jesus being black and educating people and things like that? That music was there, but I think that it's a little more severe. Like they don't want. Think about if that all the music we listened to was like that KRS-One music. Instead of Lil Baby, everybody was teaching us to, because we follow we're the curators of culture and cool black people, we make what's cool in white America too. When 50 Cent was popping, there was plenty of kids, white kids wearing G-Unit, except they knew that they could say the N-word, they can do all this, but at the end of the day, they don't have to live that life. So you have to look a little bit deeper. Like there's probably 100 backpack rappers that are preaching positive, but the record label is going to say, nah, I'm going to sign this guy who's talking about shooting the neighborhood up and shooting this stuff and doing this to the community and disrespecting women. We don't own those major hubs. We don't even own BET. Viacom owns BET. So at the end of the day, we can't just say, oh, no, black people are rapping. It used to be the Mac and the Educator. It was an option. It was like a smorgasbord. But at some point, the labels was like, nah, we're not going to give you, for every Kendrick Lamar, you can get 16 Lil Babies or whoever the hell is talking about shooting people up. And that has something to do with the record label. They've had Jimmy Iovine and they were like, okay, why don't you put these positive artists? And he's like, it's a business. At the end of the day, it's a business. So they're going to go where the money is made. Now, we also have the choice. My mom she never said, you can't watch this because it's rated R. She would just look at me and be like, Arnold Schwarzenegger shooting all these people. If you shoot all these people, you go into jail, right? I'm like, yep. And she was like, you know what happens to little yellow boys in jail, right? I'm like, yeah. And she was like, are you going to do it? And I'm like, nope. And I think that's missing with a lot of parents having that conversation. Like, hey, I'm going to put it on this table. You can be exposed to it. But if you live this lifestyle, you're not going to sell millions of records. You're going to end up in a cellmate with somebody named, Rufus Two Toothless. You don't want that to happen to you. So I think that's where it's missing. Yes, the artists are partly responsible, but you also got to look at the labels, and then you also got to look at the parents that be like, hey, this is entertainment. These guys are not real. They say they're not going to snitch, but then when it happened, they like gunning. Yes, ma'am, your honor. We's a gang, ma'am. That's what happens when reality hits the fan.
I didn't know if somebody else wanted to speak before I spoke.
No, you go ahead and speak because we got to get back on the fuck shit.
Oh, okay. I thought this was politicking as usual. Is this down to Den?
It could be what it was happening.
We do whatever the fuck we want. We talking. We having a real deal spill right now.
I could cut that segment and put it.
No, don't cut shit. This is what we do. We having a real topic. As brothers, we talk real. We with the fuck shit, but we have real deal conversations. But let's get back to some fuck shit too, though. After this, go ahead, Kyle.
All right. So, Marz, I agree with you.
What's more in there? Did y'all not just see what I just seen him do?
I blinked.
I'm from the country. I don't waste nothing. Go ahead, Kyle.
He just took the last little bit of a smidgen of a taste of a bottle when there's more here.
Mind your business and learn your history. Go ahead, Kyle.
So, Marz, everything you said is right, but the only reason I can't blame him because somebody got to buy it. Somebody has to buy it. Somebody got to make the decision to make it. There's a market for it. So if we didn't want it to happen, we just wouldn't buy it. We're the only people that buy that stuff. No other culture would buy that stuff.
The biggest audience of hip hop is white males.
But that's even worse. That's even worse. Like another culture is like buying us our self-destruction. And the only thing they're doing is just fantasizing about it.
Right.
But then after making the music, not only do they make it, then they live by the lifestyle. They don't say what they say on the record is fake. They live by it and they promote it.
And that's why I said a third of it is the parenting. Like my mom, y'all know, Pop was 10 years older than me. I could not, we shared a room. I was not allowed to listen to no Wheels on the Bus. Like he had me listening to gangster shit at like 3-4 years old. But my mom was like, this is not real. This is fantasy. This is just music. Enjoy the beats. Because she grew up in the 70s where, they had rockers talking about devil worshiping and all this stuff. And she was given those tools to separate reality. With us, I think our problem, we don't look at it. When I see a rapper, I know 9 times out of 10, if you rapping, you was the poet, you was the smart kid, you may have seen what was going on, but in your heart of heart, you're not really about that life. If you're in there putting these beautiful poses and similes and words together, you were the smart kid, and more than likely you were in that environment because you had to be, but that's not in your heart. So a lot of times people do that, and that is our fault. We're seeing it with Ja Morant, where you're trying to emulate what's cool to a flaw. Instead of just saying, I like the fashion, I like the hair, I like the music, and leave it at that. I always said I was a gangster driving to work to my 9 to 5. I'd be in my car like, and then I get in the car, I'm like, good evening, Miss Washington. How are you doing? Let's have a great day, because I could separate the two.
Right.
But like you said, if they're choosing to live that lifestyle, I mean, you're already at a loss. And And maybe that's our fault because that's the generation that we should have raised. You know.
Yeah, because I feel you because honestly, y'all know I kind of grew up. I had a 2-parent household for a minute. Me and John did, and then like when my parents divorced, and I seen New Jack City for the first time. That shit turned me the fuck out. Like honestly, and then seeing Snoop and them like, and you know what I mean. I wanted to sell dope. I wanted to sell weed. I wanted to be around a whole bunch of females and shit like that. Like that shit turned me out to where it blew my fucking mind to where I actually went search for the shit, and this is the person you get today. I'm a little more seasoned and polished because I grew up, but for a long time I was with the bullshit. You know what I mean? John can tell you, like I stayed in the streets. Like I love that shit. Like I love to see violent shit. I love to be around people selling dope. Like some of the closest homeboys I got besides y'all, because y'all my brothers. But like I got homeboys, I'd love to be around dope dealers. That's how I was molded and grew because I was fascinated by the shit. You know what I'm saying? I love that shit to the core of my bone, to the tiptoe of my toes.
But doesn't that go back to the guidance part? Because
yeah, I didn't have it. You know what I'm saying?
Have it.
My pops had left by the time I would say by the time my parents divorced, I was actually 13. So I was actually searching for a role model. You know what I'm saying? And like I didn't have one. So I ventured off into other people. And what I found, the people that took me in were the street dudes. You know what I'm saying? And they, granted, they guided me the wrong way, but it was because I was getting what I felt like I needed at that time because I had a older male and, like it was like a role model. You know what I'm saying? Even though whatever they taught me was bullshit, I wanted it. And so I soaked all that shit up. You know what I'm saying? If they give me a piece of dope and be like, oh, go give it to this person and come back with the money, they give me a couple dollars or whatever like that, or go off and go do this and do that. I fiend for that shit. You know what I'm saying? That shit was like a drug for me. And to where at a certain time, like I was wild the fuck out. Like I didn't give a fuck about nothing. I didn't give a fuck about life. I didn't give a fuck about my life, nobody else's life. I was with all of the shit. You could not tell me nothing. I woke up itching for some bullshit.
But yeah, I mean, everybody go their adrenaline rush. They go for that, be it, scoring a fat bag of a new weed or, getting some grain alcohol or, getting into some shit or hitting a casino or,
grain alcohol ain't never hurt nobody.
Except for every white beaten from 1958 to 1960 in the South. It was always after 3 shots of that girl. Lily Mae, I done told you I don't like my meatloaf this dry.
That's what made them want to beat people, because by the time you get to your 3rd shot, you hot and it's hot down south. And with that
time,
think about it, our grandparents in the South ain't have air conditioning.
Couldn't afford it.
That's what I'm saying. They didn't have that's a luxury. Like that's why I tell people the biggest flex of my life is leaving my air conditioner low as hell all year long. I'm like, this is for every brother in the South that had to pick
Still ain't using my shit all year long. Shit, I'm cheap as a motherfucker. Like I look at my electricity bill. Fuck that.
I look at it, and then I pay it, and then I cry a little bit, but I'm crying in comfort. I've been like, these tears evaporate immediately. In my climate control home, I'm like, I'm not doing it.
But see, Mark, you also got to remember, he up here talking about he don't use AC. Hey, Cal, move to Tampa and not turn it on to find out.
It's like 70 right now.
I'm trying to tell you, and it's Marz.
Hey, I can't wait to get there, bro, because I got these new Nike shorts I've been waiting to put on, man. I can't wait to drop in Tampa. I bought them motherfuckers in January just because they was on sale. I can't wait.
This sounds like an episode of Sex in the City. He worried about outfits he gonna wear.
I can't wait for Tampa, bro. Like I've been wanting to get back to Florida since like '97. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm an adult. You know what I'm saying? Like
this ain't no Freaknik no more, right?
It ain't no Freaknik. Me and him was just talking about before we all jumped on this shit. I missed the greater part of life. All of the Freakniks, the Black College weekends, the Black Bike weeks, all the scattered ass that was out. I missed it. All I see is like clips of VHS tapes and shit like that. Like they need to bring that shit back, man.
Never.
We were too well. It won't be for us. We grown ass men. It's over. You talking about bring it back, and you could be knocking on 50 and like.
Hey, it's some 40 or 50-year-olds that still got it.
That's
Get
true.
them out there in that G-string and walk and strut your shit, baby.
No.
Yeah.
Don't.
Some of them still got it. Then some of them couldn't. Some of them buying it right now. They putting that work in. You know what I'm saying? They having flat stomachs and whole lot of ass. If you bought it, I want to see it.
So
Get it out there.
So the problem, you know why Cal? You see why Cal laughing?
50 years old.
The problem is the 40 and 50 years old ladies he thinking about ain't the realist. Wait till he get there. You gonna see some 40 and 50 years old, and you gonna be like, please cover up. Please. Where's your grandchildren?
That time we walk around in thongs. They got grandkids.
I can't wait. We going to a beach, bro. I'm seeing ladies. If you out there in your thong, trust me, I'm gonna have my sunglasses on. I might even tell you you're looking great today. You know what I'm saying?
This is gonna be the
wait.
best trip y'all ever have. The disappointment that's gonna sit in his spirit.
Like I said, we will not be having another monster fight. I refuse.
I'm not doing none of that. Look, I done took them L's, man. I'm good. But I know it's something out there in Florida. It's gonna be something on them beaches in that sand.
Called gonorrhea. You better be ready.
Please
no girl.
for Alvin and Quan home, because don't be bringing no booger wolves at 4 a.m.
I ain't gonna do Alvin and Quan home like you had let me do your home, because I got permission to do shit. I'm not gonna do it. I might have to go get a hotel though, man. I might have to.
You're a good man.
I learned my lesson about
hey, if I'm a dirtbag, I'm gonna really go get a hotel. I might say, hey, bro, I'm gonna be over here tonight. I'll fuck with y'all tomorrow. Or let's go kick it over here, and then I'll get with y'all in the morning. If I do some dumb shit, I ain't gonna do my bro like that. You know what I'm saying? To him and his queen. I ain't gonna do them like that.
Hold on, y'all. For those who love Down in the Den After Dark, and you live in Florida, message him. Make him understand where he's going and what he's asking for. This you can find Tampa on X videos. You don't know what you're asking for.
You should not end up. There's no reason you should have a monster. There's something wrong if you have one from down here.
Hey, really I'm gonna get this all fixed up. I'm gonna have my hair shaved smooth. I done already dropped 5 pounds. I'm about to drop another 5 pounds before I get there. Trust me. I'm at 215 right now.
Right now?
Huh?
Aren't you cooking ribs right now?
Yes, I am.
He need to go flip the mother one, but
I'm cooking ribs. I ain't gonna lie to you. Yes, I am. I am cooking ribs. I got 2 slabs too, and I got some taquitos, and I got some waffle fries. We eating good over here on the weekend. When we shooting down in the den, we have a smorgasbord. You feel me? We gonna do this right, but
his hospitality is also what make him go to Cal Court too. But we can talk about that offline.
Where Cal go?
You can't domesticate werewolves, and every time I turn around, it's like he's trying to live like a monster. He trying to have something. He ride in the hearse. You got cousin It coming out your base. He talking about she got to leave. Well, there's a reason why she's staying. You ain't never seen Gremlins? Don't feed nobody after midnight. Nobody.
Please, if you've been watching through the Down in the Den After Dark catalogs, please send a shout out to Mama Leggett. She made some interesting comments for one of the.
I can't wait till she's gone.
She's senile in a motherfucker.
I can't wait to talk to her. I
cannot wait.
She's senile in a motherfucker. She don't know what the fuck she talking about. I did a lot of dirt behind her back with my mama, and she just now finding out a lot of shit. I've only introduced 2 girls.
Just save it for the interview.
Fuck no. Hey,
my mother,
down in the den make. My mother is senile. She's 70 years old. She's senile, okay?
We gonna interview her in Vegas.
Take it with a grain of sugar. My mother is senile, okay?
Until she pull out the pictures. Until she hit us like a good defensive. Then what the hell is that?
Our house was in a fire. We ain't got no pictures, okay? So all of this shit that she gonna be talking, Allegedly.
Mm.
I've only introduced my mama to 2 women in my whole life. The rest of them, I just fuck them and push them to the past.
I want to see who this big girl with the finger waves is, because I
What
know
big girl
for a
with the
fact.
finger waves?
I know for a fact. Yeah, I don't want to ruin it. It's for September.
What big girl with the finger
Hey,
waves?
Marz, yeah, we make sure we get that interview.
My mother see now, bro. She don't know what she's talking about.
I've already talked to her. It's a done deal.
You niggas are talking about my mom, talking to my mom without my permission. You niggas is wrong.
We doing it in Vegas, Marz.
What's that?
We gonna do the interview in Vegas.
My mama signed the RI. I have to speak on it for her. She signed the RI.
This ain't medical. This is information. This is PBS. Boy, I can't wait to learn.
My mama is senile, bro. I'm going to flip my rib.
The NDA agreement has already been signed. It's confirmed. The interview is happening.
And King Petty gave us permission.
Listen,
His mama too.
Petty signed the RI.
and listen, we're gonna interview her like Tom
Hey.
Brokaw. We getting to the bottom of this.
Hey, Petty, you gonna be in that interview, Petty, because we need a tiebreaker.
I'm gonna be there anyway. So.
Jamie will be there too, won't he?
Oh yes, he will.
Oh, this
Yes, he will.
This is gonna be a stellar After Dark episode. I think we're gonna have to do an After Dark. I think that's where the After Dark episode needs to be.
Yeah.
That's gonna be everybody.
Flip them ribs. He about to put his head in the he's like,
you should have seen how fast he flipped them, Joe. He couldn't wait to get back in here.
He gonna put all 5 pounds back on.
He did that thing like this. And then
Marz, I'm gonna tell you,
like Kevin Hart.
Marz, I'm gonna tell you, Jamie gonna have some WCW versus NWO World Tour waiting for us. Gary Dan.
I'll play around for sure. This Stella Rosa pizza changed my life, though. I'll tell you that much. Jesus Christ, that might be my new favorite flavor.
Air fryer. The air fryer is the best invention ever.
We can't understand you because you had a mouthful of something. What?
The air fryer is the best invention ever.
Oh yeah, that was like the first segment. Yeah, we talked about that.
I'm just saying though. I just put these taquitos in. Man.
So you gonna do this chewing on camera?
Look, he just trying to throw y'all off the trail.
My mother is senile.
He done brought this in. We had 15 minutes talking about air fry. She was like, y'all ever hear about air fry?
My mother is senile, okay? Let's get it straight. My mother is an older lady. She's in her 70s. She don't know what she's talking about. She got misinformation.
We don't support ageism. We've done a full competency test, and she is competent, and she's going to be great guest.
She left 3 comments.
Yeah,
she's not allowed on. She's on the RI. She's not allowed on.
She wanted to make it happen.
You can't come on.
It's already happening, bro.
I forbid that.
Just go with you. You have no power or authority here.
I'm gonna have my robe on. I'm gonna have my robe on that night.
Dun, dun, dun.
You said you gonna have your what? You gonna have your robe?
I'm gonna have my robe on since we all gonna be together.
You better hire me as your defense attorney. I'll argue on your behalf.
All right.
I just want to be the bailiff. Put him on there. Hey, you ever seen the bailiff when they're trying to be for real? I can be like, bro, you don't even want to put your hand in the bob and burn this damn building down. Y'all go ahead and ask the question. He could.
We're gonna call them all to the stands. It's gonna be.
My mother don't know what you're talking about. All right. I've lived a prosperous.
You see him trying to discredit the witness. You see it already?
Hell yeah. She's
Right.
My mother's an old lady. I'm gonna keep saying it.
He'll be to see her twice before we get down there to try to throw her off.
It'll be bribing her and everything. It'll be like, where you get that locket this legged with you and Drew?
Hey, I just did some gold pearl earring not too long ago. So yeah, we're good.
What the hell is gold pearl?
They got pearls in them.
I don't know, but he called the ladies that he used to talk to booger wolves. I can't wait to meet this lady.
It's gonna be great. We're gonna have meals. We're gonna have stories.
I'm not letting you niggas eat. Nope, you niggas can't eat. You niggas ain't allowed to eat.
We got another legged. You have no authority.
We may meet one of the girls.
Bullshit.
We might have to do it. Drew, this is your life.
Oh my God.
You were
Hey.
sipping the OE with the homies. She asked you for a crack rock. You said you give her
Crack
something.
rock. Crack rock. Oh my God.
Meet Lucretia. She gave you that sloppy toppy when you were langing on the streets.
Oh my God.
Andrews.
I have lived a life of 10 men. Okay? I have
Well, why
never
all 10 of these men are super villains? Did we have one priest in the whole goddamn 10 men? Well, none of them niggas were dead.
You know what? I'm gonna give y'all a quick story, right? So, for a long time, I was really deep in church, right? Under my like mid-20s, right? What you looking around for?
I'm trying to get struck by lightning, but we here now.
Said, you was deep in church. What was her last name?
This story already started bad.
I'm not gonna say her name. I'm not gonna say it online, right? But I was messing with this girl that was in our church, right? And so, John, you might know.
Yeah, I know.
Christian Mingle.
I know. No, I know.
So look, I was messing with this girl like on the low key in the church, right? And so like I was just talking to her at first. So after church one day, we had 2 services or whatever. Why you keep looking back, man?
I'm waiting on the light to turn on its own. I'm listening. Go ahead.
So we were sitting at one of my cars and we were talking, right? And so she decided she kissed me. Soon as she kissed me, I threw up everywhere. Like I just started vomiting. I said this girl was the devil. Because I hadn't drank nothing. I was really deep in the church at the time. I was trying to learn the Bible. I was going to Bible study, all of that stuff. I was in church like 3 days a week.
Yeah, he was.
She kissed me, and I threw up everywhere. I kind of got some on her too. So I knew I was destined for failure of dating church women. So I wanted to put that out there off top because I've lived a life of 10 men, like I said, and I have always done the right thing. Okay?
So you just said one of these men was an atheist. That could have been a good, wholesome Christian girl, but the dirtbag in you was manifesting itself before you knew it. How you gonna blame that young lady?
It was like the Exorcist. His head starts spinning around. It was like,
Bro, it was the worst thing that ever happened to
maybe
me.
she just had bad breath, bro. Maybe she just had halitosis.
It wasn't even no tongue. She like just,
Did the do-rag monster have bad breath?
I don't know. I didn't kiss the do-rag monster, but she kissed me on my cheek.
That should have left a little, little residue on the cheek. I know you kind of wiped it out. She looked like she had bad breath. Did she have?
She looked like she kissed you when y'all first met.
Yeah.
She hugged me.
I feel like she had gold teeth. Didn't she have gold teeth?
Fuck no. She actually had really nice teeth.
Oh, okay. I mean, most
Because
alligators.
she was in the military, so the military take care of you. She actually had really, really nice teeth.
Yeah,
but
slaughter.
But like I said, I'll take that L because I did some things out of my character that night. I was in a different place after being gone for so long, and my personal life, you know what I'm saying. So I was just kind of out wilding out that night, and had a little bit. I won't even say I had too much to drink because I could have kept on drinking that night. I just did too much, and I was reckless that night. Sometimes motherfuckers fuck up. I fucked up.
Did we ever decide on a punishment? I saw somebody in there and say you should do the 1-chip challenge.
I've already done it before.
Okay.
But I'll do it again. I'm not opposed to it. I'll do it again. No thing at all.
Was she listening to Thriller when you was over there?
Did she hit you with the yellow eyes? Like she turned back?
Wait.
She offered me the Jamaican rum that I declined, and I didn't drink anything that she offered me that night. I had a bottle of water, and I ate my Waffle House, and that was it.
Darkness spreads across the land. The midnight hour is close at hand.
These motherfuckers gonna bring this shit up forever. You know what? Sample lady, if you walk around in the thong and that thing is right, just come holler at me. You know what I'm saying? Just show me some love. That's all. I'm gonna get these motherfuckers off my goddamn back, one way or another.
I hope so. I hope so. I hope so. Now we had some other trials that we were contemplating, but there hasn't been any movement on that. But we got to take some other. We got to have another segment of Kyle's Court soon, so we got to figure out.
I'm done with going to Kyle's Court. I'm done.
I'm thinking about putting Big Will on trial to see if he really hung over.
I mean, from the pictures, it looked like he was hungover. Because let me tell you, I've known that man for damn near 30 years, and I've seen two of those. I don't know where these best friends came from.
Damn.
I ain't never seen some of these dudes, but they was having a good time.
Like, we're gonna talk offline about something too. I got to tell y'all something, but we got to talk offline. Everything ain't for online. You know what I'm saying? It's some shit. You know what I'm saying? But to some more fuck shit. What's the plans that we have going on while we in Tampa? What's some of the plans?
Absolutely. So of course we want to give you guys, the audience at home, as much content into the peak of what After Dark is going to be. So like I said, there's going to be two fronts going on. Out on the West Coast, we're going to have Pot with Petty, very special Pot with Petty. They're going to be festifying. I don't know the word, but they're going to be at the Pot Festival.
You going to the 420 Festival?
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's
I got to.
That's going to be covered by the good folks, our partners over there at Ill Vision Entertainment. So
make sure Quay keep a hat on.
Or it's an option. That's another option. Like bald heads and black men just go together. Like you can,
bro. We've been telling them. We've been trying to hint at it, and he's not going for it yet.
He's too young to be trying to have his hairline back here. Like he just need to let it go.
It makes it look worse. Like I haven't been to a barber in a year, and I keep it bald. I have hair, but I got a widow's peak, and I don't. Every time I try to cut it myself, I push it back. So I just shave my head because I haven't learned the skill to cut my hair. But out of all of us, it looks like Kyle has the most solid hairline remaining.
I'm gonna be bald soon too.
You know, but he's 30.
Now you won't.
At 24, I could grow hair like damn Jason Momoa down my back if I wanted to. So it hurts my heart to see, because that's not new balding either. Like that.
He's 17 balding. He's been balding since he was 17.
Yeah. That's like he look like a newborn baby, man.
Some newborn babies got more hair than him. Because Quay need to keep a hat, a beanie, a wave cap, a scarf, and just let that shit go.
Told you he look like Granddad off Boondock.
Yeah.
I just think he look like a Klingon on Deep Space Nine sometimes. I'll be like that. But if he go bald, it's just but when the hair.
We gotta get Quay up here and have an episode about this.
We really do. And John, we got to do an intervention. We need to do a hairline intervention.
No, put him in Kyle's Court of the reason why won't you cut that bullshit?
Oh yeah, I like that.
Why won't you cut that shit? Everybody got Gillette in every store around the world. Everybody donate Quay a razor.
We just struck some gold. Let's get this down. John, I need you to hand that man the subpoena for Kyle's Court. Who wants to be the defendant and who wants to be the prosecutor? Well, Alvin's always a prosecutor.
Yeah, I'll argue for him.
Okay, so Alvin's gonna be.
We're gonna be the jury.
You want to be the prosecutor?
Do I want to be the prosecutor?
You want me to be the prosecutor?
Yeah, because
Gerald.
I'm ignorant and I will fuck some shit up.
I'll take on the responsibility of this crime.
Everybody want to fight me if
Gerald,
I say
you're going to prosecute Alvin. You're going to defend. Who wants to be
just call me to the witness stand. Just call me to the witness stand.
I think Marz should be the judge.
I'll be the judge.
I'm the jury.
No, Petty, you should be Petty should be Petty and Shortman should be witnesses.
A character witness.
Yeah, I just want to be a witness.
Okay.
Hey, listen, my questions will be real easy. Petty, how long have you known Robert Freeman?
Freeman.
I gotta do my homework. Yeah. This gonna be a hard trial to win.
Oh, but I'm coming. Hey,
as soon as I see him, I'm gonna be like, Granddad.
Oh, it's not gonna be a hard trial to win.
No, he's trying to defend Quay.
Oh
I'm trying to
shit!
defend
Oh
him.
yeah.
After
Oh,
that ass about stink meter, why he didn't cut his shit off?
Alvin about to be 2-1.
That's going up a steep hill, bruh. That's going.
I'm gonna do my research on this one.
That man got arrogant with the wins. He was like, "I'll take the challenge. I'll fight the unfightable."
But we need a jury, man. We may have to bring Quan and Nikki. We may need like a outside jury.
We're gonna have the viewers do that shit. We're gonna have our viewers.
Right. But we need to. I mean, they can do their public opinion, but I do think we should have some jury in there to give the, and then we'll do the sentencing, and maybe we'll have to do a stunt for sentencing. So yeah,
I'm good on my sentences. Like I'm good. All I got to do is eat the one chip or whatever or what.
We do a one chip on and record it for a clip of the unnamed. I mean, your show.
Are we doing that on in Tampa, and then we can just vault it?
Yes. The sentencing will be in Tampa. Absolutely.
Whew. That humidity gonna drive that bit to 100. I can't wait.
Oh man, he gonna be. Let me tell you, I couldn't do a one chip because I can't do spicy. I'd be sick for the rest of the chip. Oh, I will bring some of that omeprazole, whatever that'll hold you down. I got you.
Can you get the chip, Al?
Yeah, I can get it.
All right, get the chip.
Right.
You know, I'm a man of my motherfucking word. Like I said, if I'm guilty, I take my motherfucking my punishment. You know what I'm saying? I've been on punishment my whole life. I'm getting ready to get free again. So I do it. It ain't no thing. I'm shackled down, baby.
You gonna breathe in all that humidity? It's gonna be like napalm.
No, we doing that shit in the house.
He said we do it in the
We ain't gonna be outside. Fuck that. We gonna be in the house.
Be by Alvin toilet.
Hey, that's gonna be a day that like we probably ain't gonna really have to. We ain't gonna be able to do much because I know what's gonna happen. Like it's gonna be. I might stay at a hotel that day.
His asshole gonna be on fire.
I'm not gonna do Island Quan like that. I might have to do a hotel that day.
Well, Quan not gonna be here.
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
Asking for the itinerary, by the way. So we're talking about Pot with Petty. We'll do that. We might get Quan to get us a little something, so I could be a special correspondent on that episode. Since if you want, so we'll have Pot with Petty. We'll also have we're gonna have debut episode of What the Muck. That's our travel eating show. So Gerald and Alvin have picked up a couple of eating spots that we're gonna go. We're gonna film some What the Muck and try some real Florida delights and talk about it. So we're gonna have that debuting. We're gonna do a politicking as usual. By the way, it's been rebranded. So there's no longer politics as usual. We letting that go with the past. It's gonna be politicking as usual with the man Shortman, with Cal Jones. We're gonna have different segments featuring pop culture, what's going on in the world, and a little bit of sports added into that. So we finally
talking with Shortman is still in that bitch.
And of course the shit talking with Shortman segment. Of course, we're gonna have After Dark. Big Gerald is gonna be there. So maybe Big Gerald will give us a tour of Tampa like nobody can, so we can really learn the city. And of course, we're gonna have an After Dark, which I'm thinking about doing live, so we can have a live stream, have people actually come in and tune in to a viewing party.
I got an idea for that. Like, you know, y'all know I can cook my ass off. I'm good with it. So like, we're gonna be in our backyard. We'll throw some on the grill and we'll just go live, eating and cooking and drinking, and we just do our thing. Let's just be us one night, and we'll just do live.
Yeah, I'm down for all of that. And then I'm linking up with a artist down there for a regular episode of Damn the Den, because we might drop by, bring the After Dark crew to the studio and check out with this artist for maybe an hour for a special Down in the Den. So we're gonna give you the whole gamut of entertainment, and Quan ain't gonna be there, but we are gonna start prepping. Maybe we'll do a BTS of Quan's unnamed cooking show that hopefully they'll give me the name pretty soon. So we're gonna
we may debut it that week because she's supposed to be cooking y'all steaks and lobster.
Okay, so, there you go. My Lord. You at least get the footage, and then we can name it later. So we got a whole gamut of content. We're gonna be having a blast, but we're gonna make sure we bring that blast to you. But it's about that time. We're gonna go around the room and just give our final words. It's been another stellar, hilarious episode as usual with some insightful stuff. I love when we get insightful. It must be the white wine that's making me so bright tonight. But let's go ahead and start with King Petty. Let the people know where they can find you and anything that you want to promote.
All right, well, you can catch me on Pot with Petty every Saturday at 4:20 p.m. On the King Petty channel on YouTube. You can catch me on Snapchat, Ice My Soul 80, Instagram, Ice My Soul 80, Facebook, John Leggett, and shoot, yeah, that's about it.
Yes, sir. Cal?
Cal Jones, still working on my social media. You can catch me on Politicking as usual with Shortman and Marz. Cooking show soon. Y'all take care.
Absolutely. Big Gerald?
Big Gerald, of course, you know, we got the Facebook. Gerald Williams, Christian Mingle is popping. Thank y'all so much. I'm like Drake on there now. So like all I'm saying is I appreciate y'all. One love.
Shortman, close them out.
Take that. Check it out. You already know. J Leggett 83 is on my IG, but the name is gonna change because this is a brand, and I'm just gonna go off and do me on that. And it's all down in the D.E.N forever. You know what I'm saying? The After Dark crew, the politicking, you know what I'm saying? All punishment, shackled down until they release me. You feel me? This is what it is. Short one, the greatest in the world. I'm not Dick Dasher this week. I'm trying to mellow it out. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be a little bit of a person. I'm going to start going back to church too because I feel like the Lord needs to get in my soul and cleanse me.
For this.
You dig what I'm saying? So, but check us out. Don't check me out. Check us out because this is a brotherhood. We love you.
Absolutely. And of course, as always, it's your boy Marz, a.k.a. Marlon Beardo, the Bearded Weirdo. For the entire After Dark crew, we thank you guys for tuning in, making it your favorite destination for more S talking with the most immature people on the internet. We love y'all. Deuces.
In my LL.
Teething delicious.
I don't know what delicious means, but I hated him for that. And pink cookies in a plastic bag. Like, what the fuck was that about?
One of the coolest songs ever.